busy planning our next mission. Come back in a bit.
Of course, Captain.
Listen, before you left, I got a little message from your great master, as you call him. He's looking for you. How about when you find him, you tell him you don't answer to him anymore? I get that his rank makes it hard to say no to him, Lieutenant. But I'd prefer if he kept his hands off my soldiers.
Of course, Captain.
God. I know, I couldn't believe it myself.
Hello?
Hello. Looking for some medicine? Drugs? Ingredients, maybe?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you help me? I'm looking for any information on the caravan that sets up in the stall over there.
I don't know. My memory sometimes needs incentive to remember.
Don't act like you have nothing to gain. Merchants are disappearing around here like smoke, and it's no longer safe for you. You tell me what you know, and I'll intervene with my men. Despite the risk of trouble, it'll maybe make your life a little safer.
Listen, kid. Take your shitty reasoning and shove it back up your ass. Across the street, they got a ton of reason. Far more dangerous and sharper than yours, if you catch my drift. If you want something, you better pony up some dough.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Hello there. Feel free to...
I'm looking for a little information.
If it's information regarding my merchandise, I'm a Felton.
Bye.
Later.
My boy, I have a favor to ask you. I've lost something.
What'd you lose?
I mentioned one thing. Oh, I am sorry. In fact, it's about a friend. Charles? You remember Charles? No, you can't remember him. Silly me, you never met him. Anyway, Charles is a friend. A scientist co-worker. He was way more successful than I must say. So, he's a friend, and I lost him. It looks like he disappeared, and I am a bit worried. I know that he was doing some sensitive research. Important. Maybe he ran into problems because of that. Anyhow, it's hard to tell.
How do you want me to find him?
He has an assistant. Very nice. She used to make delicious pastries. Unless I'm mixing her up with someone else. Anyway, he had an assistant. I'm pretty sure of it.
I'll go find her. She must know what happened to him, and if she does, it'll turn out the professor is just at a conference somewhere.
Maybe. It's true I don't get invited to conferences as often as I used to. It's rather unfair. I used to love the cocktails they serve.
You know Colonel Victor?
That awful man. He looks like he swallowed a lightning rod. Maybe that's the case for all I know.
Scott, you know that everybody says he's dangerous.
Oh, very much so. A man so consumed by ambition and obsessed with power always ends up being dangerous. You mean for me? What do you want him to do with an old crazy man like me?
You know my master Sean well, don't you?
Well, it's a strong word. I know him, of course. I saw him during all those years I came to visit you. We would talk sometimes. He likes you a lot, you know. I think that he has great hopes for you. He's also very bitter. He bears a grudge against our corporation, and I don't know why. I think that it was because of the appointed couple policy imposed upon the Technomancers. He must have had a frustrated love story, that boy. I hope that he did not give you bad ideas. Abundance has shortcomings, but it is up to us to fix them, and it remains undoubtedly the best of all corporations.
What do you know about the exchange?
I am not really into tourism, you know. I think that it is better to ask someone else if you are looking for specific information on a neighborhood. All I can say is that back when I used to go there, it was a commercial neighborhood.
What do you know about the source?
Bah! What do you want me to say? You know the place better than I think. That's where the political centers are. Your barracks, the Technomancer's chapel, and all those buildings that are our corporation's pride. It is quite a cold place. I must say that it's not my favorite neighborhood. You feel tiny there.
Hey, you! Please stop!
You was one of them Technomancers, ain't ya? Heard about you? One of them fancy officers supposed to be our protectors.
We do what we can.
Then maybe you the man I should ask for help. You see, I got a daughter. Prettiest thing you ever seen. So sweet and kind and everything a mom would ever want in a baby girl. Kind of daughter makes you just bubble with pride. But she's gone now. Just disappeared. And I know you ain't know her, but I promise she ain't the kind of girl who'd just leave her mama without no word. It's them Vori done took her. I knew it. Took her and forcing her to do heaven knows what. Horrible things I can't imagine. You gotta help. You've got to help her, Mr. Mancer.
I'll do my best. What's her name?
Sarah. Her name is Sarah. Thank you so much, sir. I can't say how good it is for you to help a woman like me. Thank you, sir. Thank you for my baby girl and me.
Explosion. How? Why? I'm still shaking.
It must have been those Aurora bastards. So many wounded. I shudder to think of how many dead.
The tragedy never ceases. It's always the same who pay. Those poor people in the slums.
Hey there.
Hey, they're back. What can I do you for?
What can you tell me about the rebel movement?
Well, considering I ain't got a clue who the hell you are, first things first, I ain't one of them. Clear? Good. After that, they're just a group hungry for change. Want more and better than they got now. Can't blame them. More freedom, less sunshine, more hugging, fuck if I know. All I know is they're willing to destroy anything to get it. Who knows? Maybe one day their voices will be heard and they'll make some change. Till then, they're being killed off like cockroaches.
What's the word on Bulgakov? Seen him before?
Oh yeah, sure, we're good pals. Hang out all day. You fucking kidding me? Guy ain't exactly walking around with a name badge. Could be you for all I know. All I know is he's damn well respected by damn near everyone, even those who ain't rebels. Kind of leader of men type fella. Big ideas. They say them ideas ain't all his own though. The guy got inspired by ideas from all around. Other corps, other cities, even Earth, who knows? But he's out to change the world. Bigger, better, brighter.
What can you tell me about the rebel movement?
Well, considering I ain't got a clue who the hell you are, first things first, I ain't one of them. Clear? Good. Who knows? Maybe one day their voices will...
I hear the rebels meet up in here. That true?
Look, I don't ask your business. I just want your business. Serum to pay buys you a place to stay for a few hours. Ain't in a position to turn folks back here.
Sure. Not here to judge. Just here to hear what you can tell me.
Yeah, all right. They ain't nothing more than regular folks who got angry enough to do something about it. Maybe lost a loved one to the war, re-education camps. Maybe angry at the damn folks up top who don't give two good damns about us at the bottom. And sure, I'm sure there's a few in there with big dreams of making things better. But the bulk ain't nothing more than folks looking for a place to aim their rage. Maybe even find some hope. And that might not seem like a reason to you, when hope and rage are the last things one's got.
You know much about the Vori?
Enough to say that even a guy like you should stay the hell out of their business. Ain't much crime goes down in abundance that don't go through them first. Some even say they're set up in the other corps too. Politicians may make the rules, but the Vori, they make the laws that run these streets. Mean bunch of dogs. Spill blood like bad beer. You scratch them, they'll kill you. And maybe your family too, just to make a point.
What do you know about Anton Rogue?
Rumor is, you say his name 3 times and he'll appear. Sure, that ain't true, but I sure ain't gonna try it. One bad dude. Story goes he enlisted in the army young, real young. Had a hunger to kill, and when he'd finally filled his belly, he faked an injury on the front and got sent back to the main offices. Part of his plan, or so they say. Was there he got smart, learned to walk the walk, talk the talk, learned all the sense of the army, and returned to his roots. Took him less than 5 years from there to snake and charm and stab his way to the top. It's been years now. Since then, he's been ruling over everyone with unmatched cruelty, even though he may seem charming. Honestly, I'd rather not have to deal with him in person.
What do you know about the ASC?
Enough to pledge my heart and mind and soul to him right now, because I ain't got no idea that you ain't ASC yourself.
Don't worry, I'm not.
But my life's worth more than your words. Sorry, fella.
What can you say about Colonel Victor?
Head honcho, top dog, whatever the hell you want to call him at the ASC. Damn name ain't nobody don't know. But doubt more than a handful here in the slums know more than that about him. That in his face, and that's where I'll stop talking.
Been told there's some ASC agents that hang out in here.
What about it? Why not? Fine establishment like this? Quite frankly, I don't care who the hell you are, so long as you pay for the drinks and leave the place richer than you found it.
Officer, please, please help!
What's wrong?
My fiancé just disappeared. He's not like him. I know something's happened to him.
Talk to me.
Yeah, his name's Derek Laver. He's just a worker like me, but he's also this amazing fighter. He was trying to get us out of this life by winning in the arena. And he was. But then, you know, these people, bad people, became really interested in him, and after his last fight, a lot of serum flies around in fights like this. And he usually wins, which makes people lose serum, and then, I don't know. Please find him.
I'll see what I can do. Hey there.
Hey there, back. What can I do you for?
What do you know about...
It's been...
I'm looking for a promising young arena fighter who recently disappeared. Name's Derek Laber.
Derek? Yeah, now that you say it, it's been a while since I seen him. Only a matter of time, though, what with all them Vori hanging around him. Bet you the bookmaker knows something. Guy like Derek wins a lot of fights. He's a guy the bookmaker's gonna keep an eye on. If I was you, I'd ask a few questions.
Thanks. I'll go see him.
Hey, new blood to the neighborhood. Name Sam Rowe, bookmaker at the Curiosities. Which means I not only take bets on the fights, but I set them up too. So, whatever your flavor, I'm your man. You a betting man or a fighting man? Care to dance?
More a fighter, I guess.
Yeah, you've seen the sort. We got two types of dance cards, see? On-demand fights for the beauty of the sport, and a tournament where the fighters instead gotta take on a number of challenges. You win them all, you take the title, and a reputation to not fuck with you.
I'm looking for a man named Derek Laber. He fought here?
Sure, yeah, he fought a couple times. He's making a name for himself before he got himself caught in some shit. But you're asking me to speak out of turn, which could come back to bite me. That kind of risk should be worth compensation.
Another man with his hand out. How much do you want?
Let's just say I wouldn't have the same hesitation if I was having this conversation with a tournament champion. At least the winner of the first round.
I'll think about it. Sure. Why the hell not? Could use a little exercise.
That's what I'm talking about. Follow me to the arena, fresh meat. They're gonna love you. Hello there. Ready for a fight? A challenge? Good one, son. Here, listen up and... Atta boy! Damn impressive! Your reward for victory! Hey there, new blood. What can I do you for?
I'm looking for a man named Derek Labor. He fought here?
Sure. Yeah, he fought a couple times. He's making a name for himself before he got himself caught in some shit. But you're asking...
Another man with his hand out. How much do you want?
Let's just say I wouldn't have the same...
I'll think about it.
That's what I'm talking about. Follow me to the arena, fresh meat. Oh there. Ready for a fight? A challenge?
Who or what do you fight in the challenges?
You can fight other guys, or there's some who come to only fight the creatures. Either way, the further you go, the stronger your adversary will be. Each subsequent challenge pushes the limits.
Good luck. And beware, friends. Gonna get real nasty like in the arena tonight. Forward now.
Atta boy! Damn impressive! Your reward for victory!
Good luck. And watch out! Weapons abound and all bets are in!
Atta boy! Damn! Hey there, new blood. What can I do you for?
I'm looking for a man named Derek Labor. He fought here?
Guess you've earned a bit of honesty from me. Poor Derek. Poor Derek. Hit a snag. Snag so big it got him knocked out, if you catch my drift. There were two fellas after him. More likely that they did him in than the story going round that he simply choked drinking from a glass. Don't you think? Strong fellow like that.
Where can I find the guys?
They're Vori, Mancer. So I'm guessing you can find them hanging around Anton Rogue's warehouse. But I didn't tell you that.
I'll keep you safe. Thanks for the help.
Oh, this place isn't like it used to be. The Curiosities Arena gets more violent by the day. It's because of all these weirdos.
I heard they're renting out rooms to terrorists in the Bori. How can you keep up a nice establishment with that kind of business model?
Okay, come on. Terrorists? Really? If people are saying terrorists are in there, why haven't they been arrested yet? It's a huge risk.
You know how it is. They're just opponents to some people. I'm sure they convinced the owner that they're just protesters.
Hey there.
Officer, hello! What can I do for the fine officer today? Check out my merchandise. I have everything you'd ever need for hunting.
Since this warehouse...
Word is, you're the guy who paid to kill Derek Labor. Guy who won his last fight in the arena a few days ago.
Fuck you! Who the hell you think you are coming in here like this, prick? How about we teach you a lesson in manners? How about that, boys?
This place isn't like it used to be. The Curiosities Arena gets more violent by the day. It's because of all these weirdos.
I heard they're renting out rooms to terrorists in the Vori. How can you keep up a nice establishment with that kind of business model?
Okay, come on. Terrorists? Really? People are saying terrorists.
Since this warehouse... Since this warehouse belongs to Anton, get it! Since this warehouse belongs to Anton,
Word is, you're the guy who paid to kill Derek Labor. Guy who won his last fight in the...
Fuck you! Who the hell you think you are? the ones who shot Derek.
And who sent you to do it?
Shit, it was that fucking guard who watches over the fights. He wanted Derek gone. I don't know why, so don't ask. I just took what he paid, and I did what he asked, all right?
Yeah, all right. An honest killer. What'll they think of next? Later.
Sorry, pal. Nobody enters this office if they got no pass.
That right, pal? I'm an officer and a Technomancer, and I'm here to see Anton Rogue. Think you should let me in.
You even know who Anton Rogue is? He's the big fucking balls here. The boss. I don't care if you're a damn general. Get the hell out of here.
All right. I'll be back.
Oh, good. Perfect. Don't forget your pass next time.
A little bird told me the opposition is spring.
Opposition? You mean terrorists?
I have 2 witnesses telling me you're behind Derek Labor's death. Why'd you do it?
Shit. Why did I do it? You know how much that little bitch cost me in serum? Thomas' little ass was supposed to go down in the last fight. But no. He decided he needed to follow the rules. Being a pathetic laborer who started winning fights swelled his head. A little arrogance goes a long way in the arena. You get hurt outside of it, though, he was supposed to lose. He didn't. That hurt me really bad. So, I made an example of him to other fighters who think they can think for themselves, too.
You're under arrest for the murder of Derek Labor.
Yeah, sure. You and what army officer? Get out of here!
Miss, there's no easy way to say this, but I found your fiancé's body. The Vori killed him over some rigged bets.
No. No! No! Derek!
I arrested the man responsible. He's in jail now. That doesn't bring Derek back, but at least the guy who did it will pay.
Thank you, officer. Thank you.
Getting harder and harder to make ends meet. Just the other day, I had to push my eldest to work. It was just not right.
Look what the cat dragged in. The prodigal son. The diamond in the rough, risen from poor street trash to the godlike ranks of Technomancer. Now tell me, why am I so lucky to be in your presence?
Word is the slums have formed pockets of regime opposition, and you might know where they can be found.
People who oppose the regime? I'm shocked. Shocked and appalled, and certain of nothing.
Then don't be a snitch. Just stand back and watch as their bombs go off and your precious streets are overrun with guards. I'm sure you're smart enough to know that that can't be good for business, though.
Going to have to be more convincing than that, Mancer. I've never been much of a fan of anarchy, but at the risk of offending, I'm even less of a fan of police, and more than capable of taking care of myself without your interference.
Listen, asshole, I'm trying to play polite, but I'll be more than happy to play violent instead.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. You're on my turf, Mancer, remember? Probably not the place to start talking tough. Why don't we show you the door?
Come on, guys, let's get him!
Cut it out! That's enough! You want the rebels? Fine. There's a bar in the slums. It's called The Curiosities. Fuck! Now go! Get the hell out of here! Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
I'm looking for a prostitute named Sarah.
And you wouldn't be the only one. She was quite the popular menu item for the boys at the barracks, until she disappeared. Like a puff of once lucrative smoke. You catch wind of her, you'll let me know. I'd be much obliged. Wish I could give you a bearing, but the truth of the matter has appeared, along with a potential profit I'm not happy to have seen go with her, but would pay to see returned, with or without some added bruising as a lesson in running off.
What's the deal with the mutant pen?
Well, well. Aren't we just the little inquisitive student today? So eager to learn, so full of questions. Even for mutants, it's unbearably inhuman. Piled into a pen in conditions that I guarantee will, in time, foster revolt. Despite what some profess, they're far from mindless. And thought fueled with rage is a dangerous, dangerous little thing.
I gotta go.
Then go.
So you find my girl yet?
Popular young girl you got there. Word is the mob's looking for her too, but she slipped away. Maybe one of her regular clients could help.
Oh, well, let me think. There was one fella was deep into my Sarah, if you catch my drift. Spent all his serum, time, attention on my baby girl. John Labor, I believe. Fella from the slums. But if you're gonna find him there, you have to go at day's end. During daylight, the boy works round them military warehouses with the rovers.
No way I'm gonna find the girl's client at this hour. Probably working. I'll just come back later tonight. Rebels are close. I need to get closer to hear what they're saying. Just gotta keep this straight and stay hidden.
Shut up. Someone's coming.
Rebels are close. I need to get closer to hear what they're saying. Just gotta keep this straight and stay hidden. Hey, you John Labor?
That depends. What's this about?
You alright? Look a little worse for wear.
Oh yeah, never better. What do you want?
A young woman worked around here. Name was Sarah.
Your girl's gotten popular. A lot of people looking for her these days. What's it to you?
So the girl had trouble and you made it worse. Hell of a guy. Why don't you tell me where she's at? I'll leave you alone and maybe you can help her find that hope again.
She just wanted a chance at life is all. So she headed to the exchange to start it. May still be there. Leave me alone now. I don't need no more trouble.
Hey! What you doing here, huh? What do you want?
Nothing from you. I'm here for...
The gal? Great. Sorry she's ours.
You can come back later after we're done with her.
You can get the hell out now and never come back!
Or do you need me to help you out permanently?
Please! Please, sir!
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch! Fuck your lucky damaged goods are worth less, or I'd drop a hammer on your teeth!
Yeah, I think we've got a little misunderstanding. I need to talk to the girl, and you don't really have a choice here.
Is that so?
Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't even tell you how much I owe you. What they would have done to me if you hadn't shown up. But I need to get out of town now. For good.
Listen, do what you want. I don't think running's your best option. Never stop once you start. And your mother's waiting for you. You're her world, you know that?
Oh yeah, right. Sweet, loving mom. You know what she makes me do? What did she offer you to bring me back? A membership card?
She's your mother. I'm sure she loves you. But to be honest, that's between you and her. Not me. But my advice? Go see her. Talk to her.
Fine. Whatever. I'll go see her. Sure, it'll do a lot of good.
So I've got some good news and bad news for you, man. I found your daughter with the mob. Seems she owed some serum.
That girl, she's gonna be the death of me. Getting involved with that Anton, that bastard. He'll never let her go until he sucks us dry of serum. But thank you. You done what you could. Done good. And you done a mother's heart even better. I ain't got much for your troubles. Nothing but myself. But I'm sure a young man like you ain't have no interest in a tattered bag of bones like mine. So I hope my thanks is enough.
Hey there, I'm looking for Charles Seeker. You know where I could find him?
And you are?
Zachariah Mancer. Professor and I have a mutual friend. He's worried about him.
I know the feeling. Haven't seen him for days. I'm Veronica Seeker, the professor's assistant. I got a message informing me he had taken an impromptu vacation, but it's not like him. He didn't even like to sleep, said it just wasted time. Even more than likely in the middle of the research he was doing.
If you're concerned that the message wasn't really from the professor, did you report his disappearance?
To the authorities? Of course not. The authorities, Mr. Mancer, have far more pertinent issues than this, which I'm sure will work itself out in time. Now, if you'll excuse me.
It's a damn shame. I have to admit, I would have loved to meet the man myself. Heard so many great things. Even read his work in genetics regarding the origins of the Primo-Celpia Earthlings with abundance. Brilliant man.
And the truth is, he would have been just as interested in meeting you. Technomancers fascinated him, though I'm fairly certain he'd never met one who had ever read his publications. I'm afraid the professor's vocal railings against the ASC and their ceaseless power grabs might have finally come back to bite him. He would even preach to his colleagues and the listeners at conferences. I would give anything to be wrong, of course, but hope is oftentimes incongruous with reality we must come to face.
That's one good-looking woman. Too bad she's only got eyes for her professor.
The girl seems so sad. Lieutenant, why are we investigating the professor's disappearance? The captain never discussed it. It's not...
Hi, Scott.
Hello, my boy. How are you? Nothing broken, I hope?
I'm sorry, Scott. You were right to worry about your friend. According to his assistant, it seems that he had problems. He was quite critical of the corporation, and you know how dangerous it's been lately.
How crazy he was. He should have just stuck to his research. How foolish to meddle with politics. He was a very good researcher, you know? He made real progress on the settlers' genetic origins. How sad. And that poor woman who must be worried, sick. Listen, I thought... Anyway, maybe you could...
What's going on?
I know that I'm asking a lot from you, but I was wondering if maybe you could continue to investigate. You are someone important now. You know a lot of people. They can tell you if Veronica's suspicions are justified.
I can probably talk about it with my captain, or tap into some contacts in the know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I want to be sure, you see. I think that you need to recover his... I strongly believe that. Besides what he said, he found something dangerous. The ASC, they're thugs. We must not allow sensitive scientific research to fall into their hands. The risks are too high.
I'll see what I can do, but I doubt that Veronica will give me Charles's documents willingly. She's very protective of her boss's work. Veronica, I need a favor. I'm looking for access to the professor's compiled research documents. Might be a big help to me.
It's just not my work to share, Zachariah. If he came back, I don't think he'd be too pleased to find out I handed it away. You ever find out what happened to him?
Still looking for leads. Just finding dead end after dead end. I'm still looking.
I keep hoping he just took a vacation. I know better. That man could never relax. Let me know if you hear anything, will you?
Hello there!
Good day. Care for some...
doing here, Lieutenant? This an official mission? It isn't, is it? What are we gonna do if we come under attack?
Then we'll defend ourselves. Look, I know Anton Rogue's not the kind of guy to hang out with, but he's the guy to come to if you want to know anything about anything going on.
Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
Professor Charles Seeker. I'm looking for what happened to him. What can you tell me?
The dangers of having a mind, of using it, and especially of speaking it, I'm afraid. His research and political opinions push the line, and patience of some. Funny how smart and wise don't always go hand in hand. That said, word is he boarded a train. Not so much a pleasure trip, more like a forced hiatus given the military escort and the colonel's re-education camp he was bound for. No matter the power of the mind, the power of a gun always seems to gain the upper hand in the end, don't you think?
I gotta go.
Then go. Mr. Mancer, this...
I gotta go.
Then go.
Veronica, I need a favor. I'm looking for access.
It's just not my work to share, Zachariah.
From what I could gather, he was arrested and thrown into the correctional camp. Apparently his criticism of the government was more important to them than his work. The times we live in, I guess.
I don't even know what to... Such a loss. A waste. Maybe his work shouldn't be abandoned. If he's not coming back anytime soon, or at all, and you can do good with it.
Hi, Scott.
Hello, my boy. How are you? Nothing broken, I hope?
Unfortunately, I've received confirmation of what Veronica suspected. Charles was arrested and deported to a camp as a punishment for his comments. I'm sorry, Scott. I did bring back his research, though, since you wanted it.
Thank you, Zachariah. A camp? How awful. But what is happening to our dear Abundance? We won't beat Aurora if we get rid of our scientists. Anyway, I'll take a look at these documents. No doubt our dear Charles was worried. They're coded. It's funny, it reminds me of the code we used as students, so that the professors wouldn't know about our adventures. All this is a little far away. I'm gonna have to think about it. Thank you, Zack. Thanks again.
Rebels are close. I need to get closer to hear what they're saying. Just gotta keep discreet and stay hidden.
Shut up. Someone's coming. Shut up. Someone's... Where's the next action going down? You heard anything?
Operation Cut's going off in a few hours. Bulgakov's taking care of it. Taking a bomb down to the train station in one of those military bags. With all the troops moving around the area, nobody'll even look twice.
Fucking regime won't be able to ignore us after that. Freedom or death, right?
If they're trying to hit the train station, Lieutenant, we gotta stop them. Do you know how many people they're gonna kill? And we'd be cut off from the other cities, and abundance is our place. Holy crap. Even the aqueducts will be shut down. Can't that one shut up? David's a Snoopy. Shut up!
I didn't put it that way, but yes, David is right. Better if people don't know what we're up to. Panic, coupled with a bomb, could end badly for everyone involved.
Hey, have you heard? Word on the street is that the ASC is hiring.
Hello?
Hello. Looking for some medicine? Drugs? Ingredients, maybe?
Mr. Mancer.
Leave this bag, please.
It belongs to you? Yeah, I figured, but I was expecting...
A man? Sorry to disappoint. But since you're here, minding my business, maybe I should introduce myself. I'm Bulgakov, one of the leaders of the opposition army. You gonna arrest me now?
Arrest you and take that bomb before it does any harm to the city.
You don't have a damn clue, do you, officer? That bomb was never meant for the city. This is our city, too. It was meant to take out the access roads to the city, to block the army convoys. It's time this fratricidal war finally came to an end. You think we're fighting for Aurora? You're wrong, officer. The opposition is made of patriots, and the war we're losing is making the true patriots weaker, while the politicians and their secret police grow stronger.
You're no patriot. A patriot would let her voice be heard at the assembly of the people, not set off bombs in the city she claims to love.
You couldn't possibly be that naive, could you, officer? Ask around. See if you can find just one person who dared to speak up at your precious assembly and is still around to talk. The only voice ever heard from is the Watchers. The rest are silenced, and will continue to be until only the ASC agents remain. Stay suspicious of me. It's your right. But I don't lie, officer. I'd never hurt the people on purpose. I only ever wanted to free them. Let me. Don't stand in my way, because it's the only road to a better abundance.
I'm doing the right thing. Go on. Go! But leave the bomb. I trust you enough, but not that much.
I hear you. Thanks. And goodbye, officer. Beware the Watchers.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Lieutenant, I'm a little busy planning our next mission. Come back in a bit.
Of course, Captain.
Listen, before you left, I got a little message from your great master. I get that his rank makes it hard to...
Of course, Captain. Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Word on the street is that the locusts are swarming the underworks. Patrol gonna get it under control before the shit hits the fan?
Unlikely. High Command's about as interested in the slums as they are the underworks. Why try to shine a turd? And what's it to you anyway? As it goes, little nuisances have a way of becoming big problems over time. Proliferation. And I'd be willing to pay to nip it in the bud now, before they start to hit our warehouses and personnel, too. Well, you'd have more luck killing them in their nests than hunting them one by one. Or you could booby-trap the tunnels and catch the rats while they roam. Your call.
Feel the effects of the war, even at the market. Vegetables are hard to come by, and I have to wait in line for hours just to get them. If only our soldiers fought a little better. Huh. As if it were only war. You can bet there's not a single fish is missing in this spear.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Who are you? You don't look like a guard to me.
Because I'm not. Name's Technomancer, lieutenant in Ophir. If you're the merchant who got himself kidnapped from the exchange, I'm here to get you out.
I am indeed. Fiorello, master of the caravan. The shadow still protects me. But I doubt you came to help us out of the generosity of spirit. Am I correct in that presumption?
Ian Mancer, great master of the Technomancers, sent me to talk to you.
Ah, I see. Yes. One of my favorite clients. And a man with whom I, indeed, have some information to share. Aurora has discovered a new site, not far from the Shadow Path. A site filled with objects of incredible condition, and even a relic, as rumor has it.
News I'm sure the great master will be glad to hear. You should go now. Get back on the exchange as quick as you can.
I'm not one to dally, Mancer. I'll see you around, I'm sure.
Come on, guys, let's go!
Door's locked from the other side. Guess we're going around. Can't go through here. Can't go through here. Can't go through here. Can't go through here. Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Zach, good to see you. How does army life suit you?
Pretty good, thanks. How are you? When's your next deployment?
I do not know, but what I do know is this. They're going to be sending me to the front lines alongside all the others. That I'm certain. I want to make sure that none of us become close. No matter. You're not here to listen to my belly aches.
My mission is to chase deserters and put an end to their life so that the scandal doesn't affect the army.
A difficult mission, especially from a moral standpoint. Are you okay?
Yes, it's raised some questions. It goes against what you've always taught me. The value of human life. That means nothing against the army's reputation.
Well, it must have been a hard choice to make. We are at war, and alas, the simple fact justifies extremes. Whereas in the end, it is only politics. I'm sorry, Zach. I hope that your next missions will be less difficult. I don't want you to become as jaded as I am.
Goodbye, Sean.
Goodbye, Zach. Be careful.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I finally managed to meet the merchants you told me about. It wasn't easy. The mob kidnapped them for serum. I freed them before talking to them.
I'm sure gratitude helped to loosen their lips. So what knowledge was gleaned from such lengths?
Word that Aurora is running large-scale excavations along the shadow paths near our territory, and in the process uncovering important objects, maybe even a relic.
Fascinating. Finds that are no doubt better off in our hands than those of Aurora's Technomancers. Keep those merchants close, Zachariah. Information like that is such a priceless commodity. You are no more free to roam than the rest of us. Of that I have no doubt. But if you find yourself with access to a rover and perhaps find a way to that excavation site and locate the relic, well, you cannot know the value it might hold if brought back to us. It may seem petty. It's a mission for some rusty relic that may or may not even exist. However, if you are able to slip away from Ophir...
I wanted to talk to you about something.
What about?
We're looking for a scientist who disappeared. Name's Charles Seeker. All I found is some of his research. Seems he was studying Technomancers before getting arrested and sent to a camp.
Charles Seeker? Yes, the geneticist. Geneticists pose a risk. Scientific discoveries are always threatening to expose our secrets. Your friend Scott even worked on the same research years ago. Never found out what Scott did or didn't discover, though. He ended up drinking himself into irrelevance. So I stopped worrying. Whatever research you found, make sure no one sees it. Could be our downfall.
Can't go through here.
Lieutenant Zachariah Manson. What a pleasure.
Hello, sir. I don't think I've had the honor of meeting you before.
Ah, of course. I'm Colonel Victor Watcher of the ASC.
Colonel.
At ease, Lieutenant, at ease. Simply came to congratulate you and learned that you become a Technomancer of the highest degree. For a young man from the Road family, that's a terrific achievement.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Your road must have been difficult, but you persevered. An outsider who managed to work his way into the ranks of the elite Technomancers. A marvelous story, especially given their secrecy. They've always fascinated me. Do you have any insight as to why they chose to be so insular?
I'm sorry, Colonel, but I don't know what you mean.
What a shame. By coming to you out of friendship and camaraderie, I was hoping that you wouldn't treat me like an outsider, too. All right, then. Back to your duties. But think about what I asked, and we'll see each other again.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. 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 Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Door's locked from the other side. Guess we're going around. Sean was right. Can't open this door without another Technomancer.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Took a little work, but I found and destroyed the locust nests. Should quiet the invasion a bit.
Fast work, Lieutenant. Gotta say it's a change of pace to see someone with rank give a damn about the little people. Doesn't happen all that often. It's your lucky day. I need a favor, if you have the time, on top of the missions the captain already gave you.
Depends on the favor.
Soldiers back from the front are barricaded inside the warehouse, but they think Aurora's outside and they're in the middle of a war zone. They've terrorized the merchants, but honestly, that's not even the worst of it. According to internal reports, they're not just soldiers. They're test subjects for a new combat drug that increases their strength tenfold. Their paranoia is probably a result of the drug, but it makes the situation even more dangerous. I would prefer it if you could reason with them. You could use force, but in their state, the drugs could push them over the edge. A straight-up fight could kill them. First things first, we need to help get them quarantined and away from civilians to prevent further collateral damage. I know you're up to your neck in other responsibilities, but please, this is a favor for me and a favor for the guys. If the ASC handles it instead, I know I'm gonna be writing letters of condolences. Don't let it come to that.
How's he think a noob who's not even a real soldier will be able to reason with a corporal hopped up on some super drug? He knows Technomancers aren't magicians, right?
Pipe down, Lieutenant will find a way. Maybe we just need to find the corporal's family to help talk him down. Look at me, I'm just full of ideas.